Hey guys, what's up? And in today's video, we're going to talk about some mistakes that you shouldn't make in Black Clover Mobile, because I've made a lot, so hopefully maybe you guys can learn from some of my mistakes and some of the things that I didn't know about, and maybe apply it to your game to have a better start to the game. So hopping into the first one now, guys, is don't invest in too many characters, because XP does require a lot of stamina to do. You do have to grind it out, and honestly, you don't want to waste your stamina on just doing stuff like that. So what I mean by that is go ahead and get a team that you want. A team that you want to use throughout the game. You're probably going to need at least one DPS. You're probably going to need either a healer or a tank, and you're probably going to need someone that is like AoE damage or something like that to complete the game for you, and then just someone else to throw in there. So as far as my team goes, guys, the team that I'm running, the main team that I'm running anyways, is my two debuffers here. I'm running one DPS right here, which is SR Uno that I upgraded to SSR, and then I'm using Mimosa for my healer. Now, you could maybe opt into having a tank here depending on the tank that you're actually using. Like, for example, here, I was using an Asta here beforehand, Asta with Uno to get the link buff, because their link buff is actually really good together. But I think Mimosa overall will probably just help me out a little bit more than that Asta will. So for the stages that I actually do need a lot of healing for, I'll actually run my Mimosa here. And for the stages I don't need as much healing, I'll maybe run Asta just for the link buff that Uno can get from being with Asta. Also, as far as like investing in the character goes, that goes for the gear as well, guys. You don't want to be going in here and upgrading your pieces of rare gear or even SR gear. You kind of want to hold off on all those upgrade materials until you get SSR gear. I can almost guarantee you guys, you probably won't even struggle at all throughout like the first chapter of the game, maybe even like the first chapter 2.5 without like any strong gear on. I literally used rare gear the whole way through without upgrading any piece of it, and it did just fine for me. One other thing I'd like to mention as well is also make sure you're upgrading your skills when you get the ability to, and upgrade them on your DPS. Because your healers are already outputting good enough damage already. So like if you go through and upgrade his skills like I'm going to do on Uno right now to show you guys, they cost 17,000, we're going to do that. It's going to increase the damage he does. You want to be increasing the damage of your DPS so you don't get DPS checked at certain stages if you just can't kill them fast enough and they just keep killing you over and over and over again. Just manage your resources correctly. Upgrade your DPSs first as far as like skills and everything like that goes, and then your supports and healers can come after that. Another thing I want to mention with this is the actual awakening system itself. Now guys, I personally probably wouldn't use the SSR pendants for this thing right here. I would probably use these gold pendants if you want to upgrade your characters and ascend them, just because you're going to need these pendants to actually ascend them to the next rarity. So from SSR to UR, you're going to need at least 2 of these pendants right here, the ones that Nozel has. It's either going to be their character specific pendant like this, or it's going to be this pendant right here, this SSR pendant, which you can get from different modes in the game. I think right now you can only get it through one facet of the game right now. So yeah guys, just make sure you're using the actual character one sparingly, and just make sure you're using the gold ones when you actually want to ascend your characters. There is another use for these gold ones though, so don't do it just yet if you want to hear the other take that I have in a little bit as far as like what else you can use those for. So as far as what you can use some of these pendants for, like for your rare characters, for your bronze characters and stuff like that, you can actually go to the shop here. Now what it'll allow you to do is trade in 8 of these pendants, which can also be these pendants right here, the ones that you just get from playing the game. You can actually trade in 8 of these to get an SSR guaranteed character. So say your luck is really bad and you really want another SSR character, then you could potentially gamble this away to get another SSR character that could possibly be good for you in your account. Now my personal recommendation on that would probably be just use it to actually ascend the characters, because to get your free guaranteed seasonal unit, you're actually going to need 1 LR character, so that means you might as well just wait and save that so you can get an extra character right here. Instead of spending 8 of them, you could have used those 8 to actually ascend your character. Now as far as buying this other stuff in the shop here, honestly I wouldn't recommend buying like these SR spells right now. I would probably invest in your SR characters, especially if you don't have a healer, especially if you even pulled like a Charmy or the SSR Mimosa. You could be investing that into your Mimosa to make her be able to keep up with you as far as your levels go and healing goes. You could also invest in the Asta as well, or really any other SR character in the game that you want to level up and keep continuing to use, aka Finral. Finral's a really good character to have, honestly. Now, another way you could do is you could trade in these silver ones for these SSR pendants here. Now, like I said, these SSR pendants can be either used for the shop to get a free SSR character, or you can use it to ascend your characters. So this could be a potential use for this. Now, I don't know how much I recommend that, because I think you should probably just ascend your characters first before doing any of that. But this one might not be bad right here. So as far as what this does right here is you can trade in your bronze ones, all the bronze and all the fodder you get, for XP to level up your characters. XP is so important to actually being able to progress through the game, and it gives you a lot of your attack power. This is where most of your stats come from, is your level, so you could use this to get your level up. Alright guys, so something else I want to touch on is auto farming. You can use this if you're not playing the game, like if you can't consistently be on the game. You can choose to farm up a stage. Say I wanted to go through this stage right here for some gear for my character, right? We could go ahead and click this right here so it'll keep continuing if we die. We can just, and honestly, just go ahead and click start it and we'll hop right into it. And it'll run this stage as many times as you set, and that just means you can do a lot of offline grinding, a lot of offline farming for whether that be XP materials, gear, or whatever the case may be, or whatever you may need. You can just set it up to do this. It'll auto run through the stage that many times and just make your life that much easier. When you get back on, you'll already have character XP material and stuff like that to level up your characters. And one other big thing I want to mention here, guys, is actually using your story tickets. These things are expensive. I don't like this feature in the game, so you guys want to make sure you're using these tickets because the recharge rate on these things is absolutely abysmal. I think it's like, what, 4 to 5 hours for one ticket to do one story stage. So after I go here and fight Mars right here, or Lars right here, whatever his name is, we're gonna fight him, and that'll be it for the next 3 hours before I can do anything else. And it costs 250, which is more than a summon, keep in mind, to actually do one story stage. It's crazy. I don't like it. It's kind of dumb. I don't agree with this. Anyways, guys, make sure you're using these, because if you don't and you just let them sit there, you're literally wasting hours upon hours of letting these things recharge if you don't use them. So please use them when you have them. Also, guys, one big thing you want to make sure you do is do these events every single day. Now, these events are going to be located where you would do like your XP farming and stuff like that. There's going to be special stages, essentially, and what these special stages can do, they either give you gold, they give you XP. This right here, a special mode, you'll be doing like kind of like a boss fight against Noel. It's similar to kind of similar to like final boss if you're used to like 7 Deadly Sins. So yeah, you can do that there. You get rewards based off of your score. You have to do certain things in it to get score, but yeah, these all give you rewards, but you're limited on the amount of times you can try it per day. So make sure you're using all your attempts per day. And yeah, honestly, guys, that's really gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you made any mistakes, let me know in the comments below what mistakes you made that I didn't mention in this video, maybe, or how you're enjoying the game even. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one later. Bye bye.